Lord. Hi guys, if you do not know me at all, my name is Sonia and welcome to my channel. So it's been a minute since I've posted on my channel, but today I've decided to take a walk and I'm bringing you with me. This episode is actually inspired by a friend that I spoke to a couple of days ago, and I really feel like I can be of service to help. Looks like I've got a mustache. Can you imagine? Oh my God, hold on. Anyway, so I've learned so much since I've not been posting on my social media. For anyone who wants to know where this lip liner is from, honey, we're celebrating our queens out here. Miss Aisha, the best shit you'll ever have in your life. Melanated skin, sweetheart. We don't play about here when it comes to her stuff. Like, it's so amazing, honestly. I'm gonna take a walk, make myself a little cute. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a natural walk in the sun. I'm actually quite excited. I mean, I'm sorry, what the fuck? Are you dumb though? Like, anyways, we're going off with this. I didn't even say, this is the shade Ice Baby. Don't know if you can see that. This is what they'd be doing out here. Like, can you even see that? Zoom in. Can you see? Why is it not zooming in? Oh, we're getting somewhere. Hold on. Okay, it's not working, but it's okay. Lip kit, amazing. I recommend it highly, and I'm not being paid to do this. I just want to show her because she's just amazing. Anyways, we're going on a walk. I'm bringing you guys with me. It's about 1 o'clock right now, and I really want to go before the school kids come out because I just don't have time or patience for them. So yes, let's go for a walk. And we are out now for our walk, and there's 2 magpies, which I love. This is how, you know, I'm learning to just love on myself and be comfortable with myself, because honey, I'm holding this tripod out going for a walk. Literally, I don't give a fuck. I've grown so much since the last time I've recorded you guys. So I hope you guys are okay. I hope you're good. We're gonna take our time, go for a nice little stroll. The weather is beautiful. The sun is shining. It's gorgeous. So I've learned a lot over the last, I've been learning a lot every day, to be honest. I had a conversation with my girl. I haven't spoken to her for months. She actually inspired this message. Hi. Hi, baby. One thing I've learned about life and how beautiful life is that we're also confined to what we think is our limits. We are conditioned to move on autopilot. We are conditioned to move on autopilot. And I'm talking, you live to do the same shit every single day. You live within the confines of your fears. Because let's face it, if you can't confront your fear because you're confined to the safe space that's within it, right? You're confined to thinking and feeling that you can't move beyond your comfort zone, because anything outside your comfort zone essentially is destructive. It's hell. It's destructive. Do you know what I mean? Little do you understand that you're actually asleep on yourself and you're not realizing how asleep you are. If for any reason you're watching this video, it's definitely for a reason, because that means you're trying to wake up. 99% of this whole population is asleep, and they're not even aware that they're asleep. You'll think you're awake because, you know, you get up every day, you do the same things all the time, but baby, you're asleep. So let me tell you something. When I spoke to my girl, it's so interesting because you can see her heart, like she just wants like more for herself and stuff, but she's always justifying her actions based on what's happened in the past. Do you know what I mean? Because she's stuck in a system, in a deep-rooted system where, you know, she can't really move, so to speak. And it's not her fault. It's just her reality. Oh, I smell some stuff. Sorry. Anyway, my friendship with my friends, I always want to be that person that's honest. Essentially, the people that surround you are your mirrors, right? So she's kind of stuck in a pattern, and a lot of us are. Like, I've all stuck in a pattern for years. Like, I couldn't help it, but I knew something in me went to break out. I just couldn't find it. I didn't know what I needed to do in order to do the process. A lot of people are looking for the answers outside of them, not realizing the answers are actually always within you. If you're not aware of it, how would you know where to begin, right? God help me speak, because this Mercury retrograde is retrograding. Shit. Anyway, the system is designed to make you believe that you are nothing but just a number in this world. And it's getting worse. Because if you look at life with QR codes and everything, online banking, stores are closing down, everything is closing in a way that's making you feel like everything's reliant on the system. But it's not. It's actually not at all. Let's keep it moving. I've learned recently in myself that we are all computer systems in our own right. Like, we all are our own computer system. We are not our mind. We are the awareness behind the mind. We are simply a powerful force in this world, and we think there's only one system, but there isn't, because we are all living in our own systems. We're just not aware of it because we are so moving on autopilot that you can't really see beyond the narrative of what's been shown. I learned something so small the other day with myself. I was talking to a friend and I felt spiritually very drained. And like, obviously it's it's me, because I wanted to speak to this person. It's fine. And funny enough, when I felt spiritually drained, right? Now, I've been watching myself in the way I eat. I've been watching my body. Like, I'm not overeating. I'm really listening to her. So when she's done, I listen. You know what's so interesting? That day that I was spiritually drained, I felt the want and the need to overeat. And I thought that was very interesting, because I've not felt that feeling for me in a very long time. I'm thinking, why do I feel like I want to overeat? It's because I was spiritually drained. So spiritually, I'm drained. My body can feel that and see that. So it sends signals in my mind to find comfort in ways that helps the feeling of my spiritual tiredness. And I thought that was such a mind-opening moment for me, because then I realized, okay, so why does my body signal it that way? Why am I not feeling the need to want to spiritually give to myself? Why is it feeling physical? Like, I don't understand. But it's because that's my body's way of trying to signal it to me that maybe if I do this, it might make me feel better. So all these years that I've been overeating and feeling the overindulge is because I've been trying to feel something that can't be filled physically. It can only be filled spiritually, which is why God speaks about the fact that you spend time with Him, spend time with yourself. It's so powerful. And I started to think about, wow, this world that we live in, it's so mad. We are the ones that's feeding the system. Everything is spiritual in this world. Everything is. We are the one that is feeding the system with our mind, our thoughts, our fears, our energy. We are the ones that's feeding it through our frequency, and we're not aware of it because we're moving on autopilot. We wake up, do the same shit every single day in the same routine, stuck, limited to our own confines of ourselves, because we don't think we can progress outside of it, which is not true at all. We can do everything and anything, but we're not aware of it because we're sleeping. We are sleeping. And it's so mad, because when I started thinking that, wow, we are all billions and millions and millions of us, millions and millions and millions of us are feeding the system. And this is why they make you believe that you have to buy things in order to feed yourself. So imagine, like, all these places that are increasing the prices of their foods, their market, they're trying to control a narrative to make you think that you need a physical source to fill you when everything is spiritual. And they know this. They be knowing this. Mad. Like, Sonia, who are you? I don't even know. Like, what is this? Like, this is growth. This is real growth. This is real growth here, right? It's so mad. I always say to myself, like, overeating for me personally is a form of self-harm. And I know that it is, because it doesn't give me anything. It gives me temporary solace. We feel like we need it to find something to fill us, but it will never fill us. It's only temporarily sustainable. This is why I don't believe when people do drugs and stuff, they need to escape, because they can't escape the confines of their own mind, because they're limited and stuck into a system that they're programmed into. It's not their fault. It's not your fault if you're watching this and you feel like you're in this. It's not your fault, because you're born into it. It's a system that's designed to make you think you're all experiencing one reality that you are not. Look at me right now, out here, vlogging, vlogging myself on a walk. Like, I don't do shit like this, you guys. I don't. But this is how much I live in my own world. This is my own world. I don't live in the same world that you live in, and you don't live in the same world that I live in. We have our own worlds, and we can create our own lives. We can create our own bliss. Look at this view here. Can you see that? Look how beautiful that view is. Are you crazy? So stunning. We love nature. We love nature. We really do. So how do you wake up from this? Face yourself. You face yourself. you face yourself. Stop looking at the world, stop looking at the system, stop looking at things that you can't control, and start looking at yourself. It's really that simple. It's not that hard. But for some reason, it feels hard. And I know it's going to feel hard because it's foreign. And I was telling my girl this the other day. So imagine you have a computer system that's been programmed to move in a certain kind of way. When you try to override it with something that's different, it glitches. It feels like, oh my God, this is foreign. Oh my God, it can shut off. She said it, and my girl said, oh, it resets. There's so many things that happen. That's what's meant to happen. That's what it's meant to. A lot of people stop at that point because it's like it makes you feel like it's quite fearsome in a way. But honestly, it's only that's actually the beginning of the transition. It's the beginning of the change. In order for you to change a system, you have to keep overriding it. And overriding it, it's a painful experience. It's not going to be easy. It's never going to be easy. Why the fuck would it be easy? And I think that's one thing we think in our minds, that this self-love journey and all these that we do is meant to be with ease. It looks glamorous, and because we make it look like it's glamorous, bitch, it ain't glamorous. It ain't easy. Who told you that? There's so many traumatic things that's embedded inside of us that we have to override with new, and it's a massive process to go through. It really is. It's not an easy thing, babe. It's not. This is why you have to treat yourself with such delicacy and care, because it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. But bitch, you ain't weak. You ain't a weak one. You are a gift. And I feel like even down to the words that we speak on ourselves, I hope, or I pray, or I think, it's like these are all words that are not concentrated with the truth. They're things that you're giving room for doubt. Why are you doubting? Have you ever questioned yourself? Questioned who you are? Why are you here? Questioned the way you react to certain things. This is what I was telling my girl when I was speaking to her, because she moves on autopilot and then she validates her autopilotness with her past. The only thing that exists is now. This moment that I'm talking to you right now is the only moment that exists. Yesterday, it's not existing. It's gone already. It doesn't. It's gone. It's not here. Tomorrow, it's not here. Now is the only thing that is true. It's now in this moment. Our mind remembers yesterday, but at this moment, yesterday doesn't matter. It's not. It's not here. The moment I just spoke about a few seconds ago, it's not here anymore. But the only reason why it looks like it's here is because we got it on video, like with our minds. Do you hear what I'm trying to say? Because without the mind computergramming the memories of what's happening, then what really is life? We'll be moving literally like a zombie. Like, there'll be no meaning behind it. God designed it in a way this way for a reason. And we're sometimes just so unaware of ourselves, and it takes time. You can't put a time frame on growth. You can't put a time frame on healing. You can't put a time frame on these sort of things. You have to just go with it. You have to just keep going, because it's a whole life journey. This whole life that we're going through is such a journey. It's a process. It's just so. Oh, this sun is giving me life. Sorry. Ooh. So, anyways, it's a whole journey, babe. It's a whole journey, and it takes time. It takes constant work on you. Because can you imagine, you're not only sleeping to what you really are, but you're sleeping genuinely on yourself. Like, you've been asleep to everything. The moment you start to face you is the moment you're triggering the wake up. Oh, isn't that true? The moment you face yourself is the moment you trigger the wake up. Those feelings, those thoughts, your body's reacting, and it feels like it's a negative thing, but it's not a negative thing. It's a great thing. It's a brilliant thing. Absolutely brilliant. Because now something's igniting. That means it's like, okay, it's a bit like when someone is sleeping and you're starting to poke a bear. You're poking a bear. Keep poking at it. There's so much meaning with life. So much meaning. No, there's no such thing as coincidence. There's no such thing as it just happened. Everything is very well divinely orchestrated, and it's an amazing thing to experience, because when you realize that everything's actually working for you and not against you, you start to realize, like, wow, there's never fails, there's only ever lessons and only ever wins. You know, the system, however, doesn't want you to know your power. It wants you to live underneath it. That's why it's designed in the way it does, to make you constantly work, to feel like you have to work for money. You don't have to work for money.
You are the money. Like, you don't have to work for nothing. I have not worked in retail since February 2025, and yet I'm still here. Honey, yet I'm still here. I've not worked a job a day in my life since then, and I'm still here breathing. You don't have to work for it. People are so afraid to make these decisions to choose themselves because they fear their stability, not realizing they're putting stability in something that doesn't actually exist. You're making money your God. The way that city magpie is flying right now. Oh my God, this is so cute. They're like flying together. Can you see? I don't know if you can see it. Wait, no, the tree's blocking. Never mind. Anyways, that I realized when it comes to the Bible, I'm not religious. I'm not religious anymore. I'm just a very spiritual being. Let me tell you this something. Something that I realized in regards to the Bible is how zoomed in people are when it comes to the reading of it. I had like this download and epiphany of God and what he's trying to say. The Bible is written in so many metaphors because it's meant to be open to perspective, it's open to the mind. You know, if you want something hard enough, you will always find it in the Bible. That's the fact. The Bible is a manual, it's a guide. It's not a source to live by necessarily. And I'm going to explain the reason why. When you get like a shelf or you get like a bookshelf, it's one of them ones where not everyone reads the manual. Sometimes they look at it and glance at it and get the gist, and then they figure it out for themselves. Sometimes you might need to look at the Bible. Sometimes you might need to look at the manual. Sometimes you might glance at it. Sometimes you're like, I can do this. Like, sometimes you don't even look at it. And that's also okay. The reason why the Bible is there is to help you understand yourself. When I look at God and the way it is and the way the Bible is written, it's written in a way to make you understand that God actually breathed himself into this world to show us the way. People literally look at it like you have to follow Jesus. Like when I say you have to follow, it's like you have to literally follow this man behind him as he's walking in order to get to where you need to get to. No, you're meant to embody his character. You're meant to embody someone's character. Do you know what that means? It means embodying your own. He's your reflection. Jesus is your reflection. He is the embodiment of what we need to do within ourselves. Because through that, through finding your truth, following your alignment, following what feels right for your authenticity, is how you get to God. Through Jesus, you get to God. It's following his mentality. It's following your authenticity. It's like no matter what it is that people say outside of you, it cannot shake or waver your alignment within yourself. That's what it's about. It's not about reading confirmation. Confirmation. I think people are looking at this so wrong. Like, they're so zoomed into the specific lines and the words that's written, and it's not. You're. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're too zoomed in, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna ask you the question. Just a simple question for people that are really just watching my page. If there was only one way, and I mean the one religion to get to God, then why is there so many religions? And why are we all so fucking different? If we're all meant to be the same, why are we all so different? Tell me. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, there are so many of us that doesn't follow. And people think because you don't follow the word or follow, Christianity or follow a specific religion, you're wrong. Why are you wrong? If it doesn't feel aligned with you, why is it wrong? You're meant to follow your truth. You're meant to follow you and what feels aligned with you. Was the Bible here before the man? Or was the man here before the Bible? That's the question. We are so set in our ways of not being able to open our minds up to ourselves. And the thing is, we're born into a world where you have to accept everything that's given to you and assume it as facts. You start to defend things that you don't even know is aligned with your soul because it's what you know. We are born into a world that we're given our name, we're given our religion, we're given our truths in what they say it is. We're given all these things that we attach to ourselves and assume it as facts without actually asking the questions, is this aligned with me? I say T. I had to go for a process of everything that I thought was me. I shed it right off my skin. I took it all off And that was a scary process, because going against what your ego knows as the familiar is a very scary process. It really is. But it's also the most beautiful one, because you start to find out what is your truth. Do you do things because other people say you should do it, or do you do it because it aligns with your truth? You have to embodying Christ. It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. That's why it's easy just to follow him. That's why it's easier just to be religious. It's so much easier, because in the word, in the Bible, it says this, in the Bible it says that. Oh, I can't take religious people. I can't. I'm so sorry. I can't handle it, because you you're backing up with the word. Where's your proof? Isn't the word, babe. Your reasoning and justification is in the word. Your proof isn't in the word. And I can see the way you think, and I can see the way you talk. I can see your mind. I can see the way you think this is correct. Like, and it's just not for me. It's just not for me. I can't lie. Do you know what I'm really enjoying about this? I'm genuinely walking, not giving a fuck about people. This is amazing. Like, I really am living my own world here. I'm so happy. So proud of me. Oh my god. And don't be afraid to find yourself. Explore, get to learn you. The moment you start to learn yourself and ask yourself why you move the way you do, why you talk the way you do, why do you have these fears? What is stopping you from having, like, pursuing your dreams? What is it that's holding you back? Ask yourself all the questions under the sun, and it will help you guide you to you. This is a lot of mud. Oh my god. Why is this cat just gone in my face? Welcome to my hometown, though, ain't it? I'm so silly. Oh, it's gone. Oh god, I'm so funny. Baby, you have to start getting to learn. If you want to find the door to your happiness, you've got to turn and face yourself. You can't allow people to justify who you are. You can't. One thing that I have to say, because my girl was doing this and I had to check her, because she has a tendency, because of her autopilotness in the way she moves, she felt that her opinion wouldn't be validated if a consensus doesn't back it up. And I didn't like that at all, because that means you're invalidating the way you feel because of what other people say. So basically, if everyone else says that this person's amazing, but you think they're horrible, you feel like you're in the wrong. Why? These are the questions you need to ask yourself, because I'm not going to lie to you. If you need a crowd to validate yourself, then you don't value yourself enough. Your opinion is justified regardless of people. I couldn't care less if people agree with me or not. I couldn't care. Couldn't care. Because I'm sorry, I feel how I feel. There's a reason behind it. We place so much power on other people that we forget ourselves. But it's just so sad. Like, we deserve so much more, man. We have to give ourselves so much love. You guys, I was watching Honey, the movie, yesterday. I haven't watched that movie in so many years. I don't know if it's because I'm so like in tune with God, or I don't know what it is. But I was watching it and I was crying. That's not a movie to cry at. I don't know why I was crying, but I do know why I was crying, because I realized, I think now my eyes are so open to the beauty of God and how much He loves people that pursue their gifts. Like, when it comes to your creativity, whether it's the fact that you draw or dance or paint or sing or act or, write, or you design, or all these gifts, like, these gifts are like, you're actually glorifying God by pursuing your gifts. And I feel like people that sit on themselves, it hurts him. I just know it does. It hurts him, man. It does, and it made me sad. So when I was watching Honey and I'm seeing them dance at the end, I just couldn't stop but crying. I just couldn't help it. I was just bare crying. I just couldn't help it, because it's just, bro, like, you guys, don't sit on yourself. Stop sleeping on yourself and wake the fuck up. It's 2026. Well, at the moment that I'm recording this, but obviously I believe that the videos are timeless, so you always see them when you're meant to see them. I know people say that, but I have to say that was the truth. So I learned from myself, like, everything is divine. Time doesn't exist. And I also understood why God exists outside of time, but we're going to talk about that another day. But honestly, babe, just stop sleeping on yourself. Don't sleep on yourself anymore. Stop it. Stop it. Like, stop it. Everything that you're fearing, question yourself as to why you're fearing it. Half the time, your fear isn't you. Your fear is other people. Okay, let's give an example. I was with one of my best friends, and we went to a restaurant the other day. Miss Neve, I was with my bestie, I was with my baby. And I remember like I want to start like fuck social anxiety. Like I want to conquer my fears. I want to do everything about conquering it, right? We was in a restaurant and there was such a good song playing. I wanted to get up and dance so bad. She was like, let's go, let's get up. I'm like, are you alright? You okay? No? What would I do that for? My ego kicked into gear big time. And she was like, come on, yes, man. So she tried to get up. I'm thinking, girl, you better sit your ass down. Like, I'm not doing this. But the thing is, inside my being, I wanted to so bad. Then there were bare people in the restaurant. And I was like, no, I can't, you can't, like, I don't want to do this. This is such a way. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because of the fear of other people's perspective of me. Why am I looking at myself from that angle? Why? Why? She's more happy to do this kind of stuff because she's with me. So she's safe. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? But why am I afraid to do it? Because of other people. That's when you know you're bound to other people's opinions. And the only opinion that matters is yourself. Imagine the time we got up to dance to another song. It was only like one person sitting there. I got the courage to do it when there's only one person. I was like, no, Sonia, we need to work on this. And this is what I'm going to be working on this whole year. It's conquering myself. It's conquering my own fears. Because fear is obviously false evidence appearing real. But also, we can face everything and rise. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to conquer this. I'm going to conquer anything that I feel like I'm bound to. I'm not bound to who I fear. I'm going to tell you something. One more thing. Whew, I'm talking a lot. I'm talking to you the whole walk, you know. I'm so proud of myself. Oh my God. Anyways, let me tell you something. So I started jogging recently. I'm on a new journey with myself, learning who I am, you know, the cute stuff. And I realized something with myself when it comes to pain. And I live in the confines of my comfort zone. I live in the confines of my comfort zone because I don't like the feeling of pain. Now, when I feel pain in my body, my mind identifies it as fear because it feels like I'm unsafe, because it feels like I can't breathe, because it feels like I have no control. And this is how I've kind of been my whole life. When I think about my whole testimony of my life, I really lived in my safety. A lot of us live in our safety because we're scared of outside of it. Trying to push past our safety feels like we're not safe. It feels like danger. It's like an alert. And this is why your nervous system can't expand because it's stuck in the same rhythm, which is what society does to you. Hi, Magpie. Hello, sweetie pie. Hola. Where's your sister? Or your brother? Because I don't like just seeing just one, you know. We're not about this life. Shaking your ass at me like that. You rude. What was I saying? I forgot myself. Yes. I learned something about myself. You see, I'm being very slow with me. I'm not rushing this process because there's nothing to rush against. If I'm rushing against time, then I'm rushing to die. I'm trying to do that shit. I want to live. Life is not short. Life is a long life. My life is long. And I'm going to declare it and speak over my life on that. Because I'm not going to lie to you. Life is only short because you perceive that you don't have the time, which is what the system does. You're not living in the confinements of time. You're living in the confinements of your own life, and you have to explore that. But we'll go. No, that's another video. I'll do another video on this. I tried to ask myself, why do I feel so scared to push past the pain? Something in me spoke, explaining to me that I'm scared that I'm not safe. The funny thing is, because of this journey that I've been facing with me, and I'm facing myself, I'm walking towards me closer and closer. Like I'm opening myself up to God. I'm telling God that open me up and fill me and keep reminding me of who I am. Reminds me of my power, my presence, my energy. Remind me of the truth that's in me. Remind me of the source of greatness that's inside. Constantly remind me of that. Constantly. Not help me. I should have to stop saying help. Show me. Remind me. Help me to see it. Well, it's helping it. Whatever. And then I realized me pushing past the pain is me expanding myself. So imagine where you're blowing air into a balloon and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That's you expanding. Bearing in mind the balloon's already big, but it has no air in it. But the moment you keep pushing past the pain, you're filling up the balloon with air, with air, with air. And in your mind, you think this balloon's gonna pop. Breathing outside of your comfort zone is one of the most scariest things you do. My co-star today said growth is scary, and it is, because the moment you're starting to push past your pain, oh my God, I smell my stuff. Sorry, I had to stop saying this out loud. So I'm an innocent girl, you guys. And I realized, like, wow, I think with me, I signal pain as fear, but really and truly, I'm just scared to expand. When I think about my life, I've been very scared to push myself beyond my comfort zone because I identify it as the unknown. But really, God is just trying to open your capacity to be able to receive more. But what we do is we feel like we can't do it, even though in our mind you can. In physical form, you think you can't, so you limit yourself. This is why fitness is so powerful. The moment you start to push past the pain, the moment you start to push past the uncomfort of what that brings. I want to be keeping you on. I got the right to shelter you from the storm. Oh, sorry. He was paying it. I can't lie. Little white boy. Ken Sean Paul, bless you. Anyway, I keep getting the show. Anyways, I've realized that for me, it's not about discipline. My journey is not about discipline. My journey is about endurance. I want to see how much I can push myself and how much I can find safety through the pain. The pain is going to be your best friend. The people find pain very bad and they have this negative connotation towards it. I'm not going to lie to you, there's no negative when it comes to pain, especially if it's for your own good. Pain is just signaling that your body can feel something heavy physically. That's what pain is. But you don't identify with the pain, you make friends with the pain. That's why I remember one of my episodes with Pearl that I did for my self-love series, and she was saying to make friends with the pain that you have in your body, and you find a way to help it find its way for an exit. I might insert that video bit here.
As you look up, remember that down is okay too.
Yeah.
Down is okay because there's the balance. You know, you knew that you were a little bit off, so you knew what to do, but you thanked the down. You know what I mean? In order for it to help you elevate up.
Oh, so don't even disregard it, but
No, don't.
honor it, basically.
Yeah, honor it. It's like if you have pain within your body, and you know it does not belong, but you can't just start eradicating the pain. You make peace with it. You make friends with it. You make peace with it. You ask it how it found its way in you and help it find an exit.
So you're honoring the darkness.
Yeah, man. Everything.
It's
Because,
about balance.
yeah, but everything. You come as a whole, you know, and you can't have light without dark. You can't have
That's
up without
true.
down. You can't have left without right, you know. So,
Okay.
holistic.
I now understand that. I understand now that my whole year is about me making friends with my body and starting to learn, like, because I'm not the person that I look like right now. I can't explain it. I'm not the same Sonia. I've completely changed. My higher self is here. But now I need to see her and discover her. And the only way I can access her deeply is through my endurance. And she will start to take form. I'm a shapeshifter. We're all shapeshifters. We all are. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. People might think that might be like, you know, witchcraft or whatever. It really isn't, babes. But whatever makes you happy with life. Life is so beautiful, man, but you have to stop moving on autopilot. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Find yourself, find you and explore you. Get to learn you. Like, don't you deserve the good things? Don't you deserve to be happy? Because you know you are deserving of everything because you're created by God. Like, you're not no little punk out here. You are created by God. The God that created that man, the God that created these houses, the God that created this universe, this world, the planets, the moon, the stars. It's the same God that's you. That's in you. That's you. Not the ego, the in spirit. Woo! We are powerful. And it always goes back to that poem that I love by Marianne Williamson. My favorite poem. Our greatest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure because it's the truth. It's the truth. I'm going to memorize that poem because I really do be liking it, you know. But baby, you are powerful. You. Shit. There's something in this world that only you can do. There is something in this planet that there's you're the only person that can fulfill it. You are the only one in this entire existence. Was that my ear or was that someone outside of me? Because that was very loud on that side. That is no way. If that was me, that was loud. That can't be me. I'm so funny. There's a reason why God has created you for this job. There's a reason why you have the features you have. There's a reason why your face is the way it is. There's a reason why you have the gifts that you have. There's a reason why you're born into the family that you're born in. There's something about you that is so special and crafted to perfection by an intelligence outside of our own comprehension that you're the one that can fulfill this job. You. And if you don't believe it, question yourself as to why. Keep questioning, why is it? My lip was going. Oh my God. Ah, I had this wrap up on my armpit the whole time and nobody want to tell me that. It's my deodorant. At least I sprayed deodorant on myself. Imagine I didn't. The fuck. Oh my God. I'm very clumsy, you know. I can be. Oh Lord. This is so hilarious. Let me put a bit of liner on. Oh, I look on that side. This is one thing about me. This vessel that I am, this avatar, she's very clumsy one. I love on her though, because I wouldn't want to be anyone else except me. I will take it. Oh my God, I think I can see school kids already coming out. Oh shit. That's not a great sign, is it? As I was saying, there's something amazing about you. There's something specific. And it's up to you to find out what that is so you can fulfill your mission. I will be damned if I'm going to be here making this video for you, only for you not to recognize who the fuck you are, or at least up the journey of you finding who you are. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not having it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I'm a victim. Oh, there is no victim. There is no victim mentality over here anymore. There isn't. You're using it as an excuse and you're justifying it by an excuse. You're not doing that anymore. And I'm not here to condone it and I'm not here to comfort that either. I'm here to tell you about yourself. And that is that you are a star, that you are blessed, that you are highly favored, that you are deserving, that you are a miracle. And this whole universe that we live in is a bloody miracle, because how is it even here? How? How is it even here? How is it even possible? How is it even a thing? Come on, like, get it together. Fucking hell, you're amazing. You're bloody amazing. Baby. Honey, come on. Time is there to help us and to guide us. It's not for us to conform to. Time isn't real. We live a full life. We live a very full life. I don't even have a short life. I have a long life. I speak over my life. I'd be saying that. Find yourself. Put yourself first, because you deserve to. You deserve it. I remember last year I went through a process of I had to suffer a major ego death. Yeah, that was not fun. And that was me kind of spiritually dissociating myself and cutting ties with my ego. And I wrote letters to, there's a little fly on me. Can you see that little fly? Hi, baby. Can you fly now? Do you want to stay there? Okay, you can just stay there then. That's fine. You're not moving. She just wants to stay there, so let's just leave her. Don't shit on me though, because I swear to God, I'll be very pissed off. Can you see her? I don't know why it's her. Oh, it's not really. No, it's very blurry. This phone doesn't really like to show things very good in zoomed in energy. And I had to write letters to the people around me that I love, because I felt strongly that I had to really be honest with my truth and myself. I wrote letters to, I think, about 5 people. 4 of those 5 received it very well. I'm much more better than I thought. I thought I was going to lose them. Sometimes you've got to risk losing everyone in order to find yourself. I'm not going to lie to you. You have to, because you've got to make sure that what is around you is solidly for you and not the illusion that they're for you, if that makes sense. There's one specific person who was one of my ex-best friends. She won. By the way, the way I write, no one can fuck with me in the way I write. Like, bro, I'm an artiste when it comes to the words that I use. Every time I talk about it, I'll be smelling some stuff. Anyways. And dead ass, she took it completely wrong. All she could see was the negative, because that's how her mindset is. She took everything as negative and bad and da-da-da-da-da-da. And she didn't even read what I wrote properly. That's how much of how her mind works. Everyone tells on themselves. Everyone does. is the way they talk, the way they think, the way they act, they tell themselves. And she purposely read certain things wrong, and then her response was so victim coded. And honest to God, it said everything I needed to know, everything. And I'm so glad that I'm here in my life, because I know who's for me and who isn't. And I'm only ever going to shed more and more dead weight in my life, because the people that are for me are really for me, not an illusion. If you're my friend and you can't take the truth, then you're not my friend. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. That's why when I spoke to my girl the other day, the one that inspired this episode, and I was telling her the truth about what it is, and she took it, she ate it, because it's the truth. I'm your mirror, and I'm not going to lie to you. I have to stand in my truth. I have to be able to accept the truth in myself when other people are telling me about myself, the same way that you need to be able to take it as well. You have to be able to. Then what's the point of a genuine friendship? It's not really a genuine relationship, is it? If you're always playing it safe. There's nothing safe. It's just fastened on me. Oh no, she's gone. Maybe I said something correct. I don't know. You have to do it for yourself. You have to. You actually just have to. But yeah, man, you've got this. You've actually got this more than you think you do. And you just have to trust yourself. You have to do what's aligned with you. Just experiment. Learn yourself. Study yourself. Stop studying what's around you and start studying what's inside of you. But it also, if you're studying things outside of you, look at things that were there before time. Look at nature. Look at the water. Look at the birds. Look at things that actually have substance. Trees. Trees have so much power. I don't know why I went this way, but it's fine. Trees have... Woo! Sorry. Trees have so much power. So much power. We are trees. You already know how much... I can hear pigeon like right as if it's next to me. Like, honestly, you just got to study yourself. Just study and do what you need to do for you. Do you know what I mean? Come on. You're good. You're safe. Trust yourself. Or at least try to. Try to. Try to. You're good. I promise you, you're good. But yeah, I think this has been my video. Ah, a nice little walk that was. It went so fast. Maybe I might do my videos like this, you know, especially when the sun be shining like this. How can I not? Fly like a bird. I will fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. Sorry. Just start the process. Just don't be afraid to discover you, because you're a gift. You don't know you. That's the problem. Find out what it is. Why are you here? What has God done in your life? And by the way, the enemy will always attack the parts of you that actually will change your life. The enemy attacked my speech throughout my whole life. Whatever comes so easy to you is what your purpose is. But you're not realizing it. You think you have to work hard. You don't have to work hard. Everything's meant to be easy. Everything's meant to be simple. Everything is. But anyways, I love you so much. So my mic's on. Thank you so much for listening to my video and everything. I appreciate you. I adore you. You're special. You're stunning. My head just whacked my face like that. But I love you. Oh, please, if you like my video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Even though I don't like to do that kind of stuff, I'm going to do it anyway because, you know, I have to by the force for the video. It just is what it is at this point, okay? But yeah, I love you. And have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. Yeah. Bye.